Thank you for joining me on our live session. We are having a short crossover service just before we enter into 2026. This is the first time we are having a crossover service, and I'm so happy because we are at the threshold. We are standing at the threshold right now. At this moment, behind us is 2025 that we are literally stepping out of. Behind us is a year through which God's mercies have been great and mighty in our lives on. 2025 has shaped us. And before us is another year. Before us is 2026. Before us is 2026. And 2026 promises to be a year such as we've never seen before. 2026 is that year that God is going to reveal what graces and mercies that He has deposited into our lives. 2026 is that year. I believe my microphone is working. 2026 is that year that all the work that God began from the 2020s, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 2026. I want you to pick a pen and a paper and write this right now. 2026 is going to be that year where what has been nurtured is going to finally come out. 2026 is that year of manifestation. And so this moment right here, we are standing in a moment which is very, very sacred. Not because the calendar is about to change. Yes, the calendar is about to change. But it's because we are going to choose how we are stepping forward. 2026 is that year where we are going to have to live out what grace is in our belly. The dreams, the aspirations that God puts inside of your heart. And so at Sermons in Your Inbox, at Wisdom Word, we have themed the year 2026 as a year of proclaiming truth and live it forward. I'm so excited right now. Let me remove this cap so that I'm free now. So 2026 is a year. 2026 is that year where we are going to live the graces and the mercies of God for our life. We are entering 2026. And this is a year where we are going to live the dreams and the purposes that God has for us. I'm so excited already. The truth about what God intended for us. God brought you here for a purpose. God brought me here on this earth for a purpose. At Sermons in Your Inbox, at Wisdom Wedge International, we are theming this year 2026 that we are about to enter as a year to proclaim truth and to live it forward. The truth must not stay silent. Your faith must not stand still. I don't know how long you have been a believer. I don't know how long you have been in the faith. But 2026 is that year where the truth about your foundations, the truth about God's purpose for your life must manifest. Your faith must begin to manifest the purposes of God. This is not the year for hidden convictions. 2026 is not the year where you are hiding your convictions. 2026 is not the year where you are keeping it low. No, your faith, your convictions must step out. Your convictions must speak for itself. This is not the year for passive belief. Whatever your believers, you believe God is sovereign. You believe God is almighty. This is the year to live out that faith. And so at Wisdom Wedge International, where our principal trademark is Sermons in Your Inbox, we have themed this year as the year to proclaim truth. This is the year to proclaim truth. This is a year that shakes us out of our comfort zone. This is a year that we are stepping out of our comfort zone. What truth have you been carrying quietly all these years? What truths in your life have you been carrying all these years? 2026 is the year that the truth about you, God's purpose for your life, about your beliefs, must be proclaimed. We are proclaiming that truth. And how will you live that life? How will you live that life? You cannot live that life you dream of living by living backwards, by looking backwards. No, you can't live that life that you dream by playing it safe. How long are you going to play your life safe? Me talking to you right now, I am done with the life of being safe. I am done with a life of hiding my beliefs, of living the convenient faith life. In the year 2026, we are living our life forward. We are proclaiming the truth of God for our lives. We are proclaiming this truth. We are proclaiming this truth like it is nobody's business. Let us say this together. Wherever you are watching me from, wherever you are watching me from whichever continent, from whichever nation, from whichever region or state, street, city, country that you are watching me from, let us say this together. Proclaim truth. Say after me. Proclaim truth. Live it forward. Proclaim truth and live it forward. Proclaim truth and live it forward. In the year 2026, all our programs at Wisdom Wedge International is going to be fashioned around this theme for the year. Remember this, that this is not a slogan. No, this is not a slogan. This is an instruction. An instruction from above. This is God instructing us that in the year 2026, we are proclaiming truth and living it forward. How are we proclaiming this truth? It is not just by words. It is not just by words, because that is what we have been doing for the past God knows how long since we became a Christian. How are we proclaiming this truth? We are stepping out. Say, I am stepping out. Say out loud, I am stepping out. I am stepping out of my comfort zone. What does it mean to proclaim? When we talk about proclaiming, when we talk about proclaiming truth, what does it mean? Let's take a few minutes and try to see if we can understand this. When we say proclaiming, remember this. Proclaiming is not a whisper. Proclaiming is not a hint. Proclaiming is not hide. Proclaiming is standing on the mountaintop. Proclaiming is standing like a city on a hill. Proclaiming is when all your friends and loved ones are saying something which is apart from God's will for your life, and you standing tall and saying, I stand on the Lord's side. Proclaiming is not whispering. Proclaiming is not giving a hint. No. Proclaiming is boldly declaring. Now let's move on. What is truth? What is truth? Truth is not convenience. Neither is truth conveniencing. Truth is not comfort. Truth is not fear. What is truth? Truth is truth. One of the outstanding characteristic about truth is controversial. In 2026, we are proclaiming truth. We are standing on the mountaintop. We are not just whispering. We are not just hinting. We are standing on the mountaintop and proclaiming the truth. What truth? The truth about God's purpose for your life. Look, the life you are living is not completely, wholly, absolutely what God brought you here for. There is more. If you are on the right track, there is more. And how about those who are not on the right track? This is the time for us to switch. What does it mean to leave it? Leave it means, hey, we are not talking it. Yes, in the past we have been talking. Oh, God has special plans for me. Oh, God has good plans for me. God has beautiful plans for me. Eyes have not seen, ears have not heard, neither has it entered into the heart of man what God has in store for me. We have been talking it, we have been speaking it, and that is great, but that is half of the equation. In 2026, we are living it. It means we are waking up with it. We are doing everything that we do in the day with it. We are going to bed at night with it. We are living it. We are watching television with it. We are brushing our teeth with it. We are having breakfast, lunch, and supper with it. We are dressing with it. We are living it. On the road whilst driving or in a car being driven, we are living it. We are living the truth of God for our life. And when we say forward, because the theme is proclaim truth and live it forward. Forward is not stuck in the past. Forward is not frozen by doubt. Some of you watching me right now, your life is frozen. Your life is frozen by doubt. You don't believe what God says about you will manifest. I know you have fears. We all have our fears. I have my fear. You may be afraid of doing your life alone. Perhaps you have dreams, but when you look deep at yourself in the mirror, you begin to doubt yourself. God, can I do this with you all by myself? And then we are frozen. We are frozen by self doubt. Sometimes we are stuck in the past relationships, past mistakes, past wrong judgment calls, and we look ourselves in the mirror and then we are stuck in the past. The regrets from our past is killing us. Relationship mistakes, business decisions, investment choices, spiritual choices that we made that backfired. We look at all these things in our past and then we are stuck. Now, hear the word of God. Faith that does not move forward eventually moves nowhere. If your faith is not moving forward, eventually it moves nowhere. What it also means is if you are not moving forward, you are not stagnant. No, if you are not moving forward, you are not stagnant. If you are not moving forward, you are actually moving backwards. And so at Wisdom Wedge, 2026 is the year of proclaiming truth. It's the year of proclaiming truth and living it forward. This word is for you. Whether you are part of the Wisdom Wedge family, whether you are part of the Sermons in Your Inbox global community, whether you've joined our live on this channel before, or this is the first time you are just scrolling through the internet and you happen to be with us, God has a special word. God has a special word for you today. And it is this, that in this year, we are living it forward. This year calls us to examine our life. This year calls us to examine our words. Are we speaking the truth in love? You are a couple. You have a spouse. You are in a relationship. Perhaps you are in a relationship or not. You have a spouse or not. You yourself, your soul and your spirit. Are you speaking the truths of your spirit? Is your soul living the truth of the purposes of God for your spirit? This year calls us to examine our words. You wake up telling yourself, I am not good enough. You wake up telling yourself, I will do this tomorrow. Procrastinating on every instruction that God gives you. You wake up telling yourself, I am not worthy enough. You wake up telling yourself, God, how is it going to happen in my life? I want you to examine your words because 2026 is the year of examining your words. Are we speaking the truth in love? Are we silent when we should be talking? Or are we loud when we should listen? Here's the truth. Favorite one. Words create worlds. I repeat, words create worlds. The world that you live in now was created by words. In the beginning, God said, let there be light. God said. Now, what world are you creating? In 2026, we are proclaiming truth. We are building a world of truth because world creates truth. What we proclaim eventually shapes our life. It shapes the world in which we live in. It shapes everything, our future. It shapes our destiny. And so this is the question. What are you telling yourself? Because this year, I want us to commit to something. Okay. At Wisdom Word International, we are committing ourselves to something. What are we committing ourselves to? We are committing ourselves to honest speech. Hey, don't rush to the conclusion. Honest speech to my neighbor, to my family, to my friends, to my girlfriend, to my boyfriend, to my spouse. Yes. But more importantly, and this is very crucial, more importantly, honest truth to your own self, to your own soul, to your own mind, to your own emotions, to your own body, to all the aspects of your life, to your health, to your finances, to your career, to your family and friends relationships. Honest truth. And honest truth is based on the word of God. This year, 2026 that we are entering, we are declaring honest truth to ourselves. Only honest truth. In 2026, every lie that the forces of darkness puts in our mouth, I am not good enough. I can't do it. I am not worthy. I am incapable. I am substandard. We are setting aside all of those lies. And in 2026, we are declaring honest truth. First and primarily to ourselves. Speak the honest truth to yourself. God says you are more than a conqueror. God says everything that you ask for, He has already given to you. God is not now going to do any new thing. He wants you to recognize He's done it and thank Him for it. Honest truth. We are committing to honest truth. In 2026, we are also committing to responsible language. Your language must be responsible. We are doing away with words that make other people feel down. Words that make other people feel discouraged. Words that make other people feel like going to throw themselves over a cliff. We are committing to responsible language. Last but not least, we are committing to courageous conversation. Courage is the ability to stand up for the rights of those who cannot speak for themselves. Courage isn't what we have misconstrued to be doing things and not caring about anybody else. No, courage is standing up for those who cannot speak for themselves. In 2026, at Wisdom Word, all our programs, the Dawn Reflections Live, which we have on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday at 5:30 a.m. on YouTube, and our Friday nights, Soul Friday Night Live at 9 p.m., committed to living a purposeful single life. These two programs, we are standing up for those who cannot stand for themselves. That is our commitment at Wisdom Word. Now, what is your commitment to courageous conversation? That person at your workplace, that person in your neighborhood, that family member, that cousin. I want you to commit to courageous conversation. Stand up for them when they feel downtrodden. In moments where they feel like giving up, when they feel like there's nothing more for them to do, and they feel like just quitting, I want you to stand up for them. Engage in courageous conversation. not to win an argument, not to win an argument, not to feel good because you are more well informed, or to win an argument because you are well read. No, that is not the kind of courageous conversations I'm talking about. I'm talking about serving people with the truth of God, serving people with the purposes of God. 2026, Nana Abra, I, Nana Abra Danso, I am proclaiming truth and living it forward with courage. With courage. This is the year where we are aligning our beliefs with our courage. I'm about to end the live session right now so that we cross over in prayer and in commitment to God. But before I do so, I'd like to encourage you. At Wisdom Word, every Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, we have a live program, Dawn Reflections Live. It is a 30-minute live where, as a global community, we meet and we reflect, we pause, we draw wisdom from scripture and psychology to help us step into every day of our life with purpose, with clarity, and with strength. And so I am inviting you from Monday to Thursday. In fact, tomorrow morning at 5:30, we are meeting to encourage ourselves. I want you to start every day of your life in 2026 grounded. You are starting every day in 2026 grounded, so that the purposes of God for your life, so that we can proclaim the truth and live it forward. On Friday night, there is a Soul Friday Night Live. This is purposefully geared towards a single person. So if you are single or you know someone who is single, it is to help you live a purposeful life, even in your single life. Many times we wait and think that when we marry, then our life will have a meaning. No, marriage doesn't give your life meaning. If your life is meaningless, you will be a married, meaningless person. If you have meaning in your life, you'll be a married person with purpose. And so on the Soul Friday Night Live at 9 p.m., we meet and we learn how to live purposeful single life. 2026, we are aligning our beliefs with the purposes of God for our lives. God richly bless you. I want to end this life, but before I do so, I'll say God richly bless you, and understand that faith that stays theoretical cannot heal the broken world. We are called not only to speak the truth, but to live it, to be an embodiment, to be the address of the truth wherein God has called us. And so if you are ready to be an embodiment of the truth of God, if you are ready to live that life that God created, fashioned, formed you to live, join me on the Wisdom Word programs. As I stated earlier, Monday to Thursday, 5:30 a.m., Dawn Reflections Live. Friday nights at 9 p.m., the Soul Friday Night Live. God richly bless you. God richly bless you. And God richly bless you. Shalom. And have a good crossover. I'll meet you again 2026 tomorrow, God willing, at 5:30. Shalom.